Hello crafters, and welcome to Try It Out Tuesday. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be using the Jillibean Soup Call Me Stamp and Die set and some Action Wobbles. I'm excited about that, first time ever. This stamp set was so cute I had to get that one. We'll make a card another day with that, but I'm using the Call Me stamp set, and I got both of them from Simon Says Stamp, and I have to say they're very reasonably priced. You might want to check that out. I'm using a paper pad for my stash. It's from Pink Paisley, and it's the switchboard paper pad. It goes perfect with this telephone theme, so we're going to use that. We're just going to use what we got here. I picked 6 papers, which are adorable, and we're going to go ahead and get to stamping. I'm using my mini misti and my anti-static powder tool, and we're going to grab the phone, and we're going to use some Versamark ink, and we're going to stamp that on there. Lovely. And then we're going to grab it's a pale tan color with polka dots, and I'm going to grab the little word bubble that says hello, and then also the dial that's in the stamp set, and we're going to Versamark that up and stamp that. Good deal. I'm going to put that back, and we're going to use some black embossing powder from Nuvo. It's jet black, and it's I don't think I did a very good job with my anti-static powder tool because it kind of made a mess with the embossing powder, so I'm using a paintbrush to clean it up a little bit. Clean my mess up here. Well, we're going to stamp the dial and the hello too while we're at it. Good deal. Clean that up, and then get our heat tool out, and we're going to heat set that. Lovely. Now we're going to take the coordinating dies and cut those out. And I did notice the dial didn't come with the die, and so I'm grabbing my circles here, and I found one that matched it perfect, so I'm going to use one for my stash to cut that out. And then I have another circle die that I'm going to use to cut out, because since we are going to make a shaker card, I need a backing, so this circle fit perfect, so we're going to use a piece of paper and cut that out too. We're going to cut all 3 at the same time. Kind of fit them on there. Gonna run that through. Good deal. I'm gonna pop those off. Now you see the die cut out a circle in the phone. I just discarded that circle, and I'm going to use the backing for this. Lovely. Clean up my mess, and then we'll take our little hello sentiment out and the dial. I think it's going to work perfect there. And now I'm taking that circle die again, and I'm taking a piece of acetate, and I'm going to run that through and cut that out. And it's the same size as the back piece that I had cut out earlier. Now I'm taking a piece of white cardstock, and I'm taking a thought bubble that has a heart in it, and then a little heart, and then I'm using a mini ink stamp cube, and it's Cherry Cobbler, and it's from Stamping Up. It's a really pretty rich red color, kind of goes well with the background color. So I'm taking the dies, and we're going to cut that out as well. Good deal. I'm going to die cut that, and as we're speaking, my daughter's room is right above my craft room, and I hear her running the vacuum. So I hope you can't hear that, but I apologize ahead. I mean, I'm glad she's vacuuming her room, but I apologize for the noise. Okay, I'm taking a piece of black fun foam, and I cut out the little swirly telephone wire thingy, and I thought that'd be cute accent on the card. So I used the die that was there, and I cut it out with the fun foam. Okay, now I'm taking a white piece of fun foam, and I need it to be sticky backed on both sides. So the fun foam I have has already a sticky back on one side, so I added some score tape. Score tape is a double-sided adhesive sheet. So I'm just going to take that telephone and run that through. So now I have a piece of fun foam with sticky on both sides. Good deal. We'll pop that out. Okay, now I think we're going to assemble our little shaker. And I wanted to see if that middle piece fit my little dial, but it was too big. So I'm taking some Tombow multi-glue. I just put it in these little bottles because they're easier for me to handle. But I love that glue. It works very well. I'm taking the sticky off of one side of the fun foam, and I'm going to adhere it to my telephone paper here. And I noticed with fun foam, at least the stuff that I buy, it's probably the cheap stuff, but it stretches. So you kind of got to work it back into the place that it needs to be. And it worked out okay. And I'm removing the backing from there. And now we're going to fill it. Now for filling it, I love the sound. These are seed beads. They're glass seed beads. And I love using them in shaker cards because when you add them to shaker cards, they shake and they make noise, and I love that. And I thought with a wobble, the noise that it would make would be adorable. And I think there's just too much sticky on the back of there, so I'm just gonna cut out a piece of paper here and then run it through my big shot using the telephone die, so I have a backing for there. I forgot I was going to use a wobble for this, so that worked out really good anyway. I'm going to use a circle foam dot here and adhere my little dial. Lovely. And then I'm going to add some little bling. I'm trying to figure out if I want to use my little gems, but I had these swirls, and I noticed that if I line them up on my dial, each of the little rhinestones matched up perfectly, which worked out really good. So I'm just going to cut it and peel it off. I zoom in here so you can see. And then pop those right over for the dials. But it turned out so cute. Love that. Good deal. Now I'm taking that black piece of fun foam that I cut out, and we're going to stick that to the cord here. And I think that just makes the telephone a little bit more alive. So, good deal. Now, I kind of cut through that part, but I took one of my larger rectangle dies and I cut a tan piece of paper out. And now I'm cutting a smaller rectangle out with my stitch dies, and I'm going to adhere that to that piece there. But I'm going to take a piece of that telephone pattern paper and I'm going to trim it off here just a little bit. And then these are like Rolodex cards, and I thought it'd be a cute little accent for the front of the card. So I'm taking 4 of them, 4 different colors, and I'm cutting them into 4 different pieces. And I thought they would be cute for a little bit of an accent. Okay, now I'm taking my card base, which is a standard A2 size card, and I'm putting my tan paper down directly on it. I'm taking the pattern telephone paper, and just to the left, I'm going to stick that down and kind of figuring out where I'm going to put my phone. And let's see. Now I've never used these things before, and I'm not sure if the harder end, you have a thinner end and then you have a thicker end. I'm not sure if the thicker end is supposed to be in the bottom or the top, but I'm assuming it's supposed to stick to the bottom of the card. So yeah, I think we'll stick that to the bottom. We'll stick that right, well, and take off the adhesive from the top. And I think I'm going to lower it a little bit. I think I want the phone a little bit lower. And I think it'll cover my mistake up here. So, yeah. And stick that down there, and there I have my little wobbly phone, and it makes a noise too when you wobble it, which is cute. Lovely. Now, I'm looking at my paper and I'm thinking it's not popping for me. So I'm going to kind of destroy it a little bit, which I do a lot. You guys just don't see it. So I'm just going to peel off that panel I just placed on there. I'm getting a white piece of cardstock, and I'm just sticking that front panel directly to that. I need a little bit of a white border. So I'm just taking my scissors and going around it. And then I'm going to pop it up with some foam tape. Yeah, I think this is going to work out a lot better. Yes. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. Now I'm ready to add those little phone tabs here. I'm just randomly sticking them down and curling up the edges. I'm going to add my hello. I'm going to arrange it to where I think it looks best. I'm going to raise it a little bit higher. Nice. Now I'm taking that little itty bitty heart. I'm going to put that right in the middle of the dial. Lovely. And for finishing touches, I'm using some Nuvo glitter drops. These are White Blizzard, and it should dry clear. And that's it. That's my wobbly card. I think the noise that it makes is adorable, and I think it just turned out adorable. But I'm not sure if I put it on the right way or not, but if I didn't, it still wobbled, so that's a good thing. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you like this video and want more, just subscribe. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.